Hey guys, so today is gonna be a declutter again. I just have discovered certain products that I'm in the process of trying and testing them out. I'm just like, these are not gonna work for me, and because I have this mindset where I'm like, I want to focus on products that I love and that I want to use every single day. I do not want to punish myself by using things that I don't actually like to use. I don't tend to keep anything. I don't hold back essentially. So I will just declutter the things that I don't like and I don't want to use. So two of the things that I've already mentioned in my like new products review kind of a video, the deconstruct hyaluronic acid and squalene moisturizer. This one just does not suit me for some reason. I think it's the fact that this is meant for more drier skin. I mean, it says it's meant for normal to combination skin on the packaging itself, but I just found this to be too heavy. I felt like it did not sink into my skin, and I used it as a nighttime moisturizer. So like if a day moisturizer doesn't work, I can use it at night. If a nighttime moisturizer doesn't work, like when am I even supposed to use it? So yeah, this one just does not work for me and I will not be keeping it. Also, another product I mentioned, I'll kind of talk about them together because I just want to briefly talk about them. This is the Nykaa Insta Dry Nail Enamel. I love the Insta Dry formulation and I fell in love with it because I tried out the pink one, and then I also bought the blue and the olive, so the teal basically, and the olive. The teal I love, but this one is just super duper patchy, so I don't really see myself, even if it's like an Insta Dry formulation, it doesn't take too much time, but for me doing my nails is a process that I have to take out time to do, because you clean your old nail polish and then you wash it off, and make sure there are no like acetone stains, and then you select a color and then paint another layer, and I do 2 layers on both my hands, so it does take me, I want to say, like half an hour still, no matter how fast drying a formulation is. So for me to like take out time and to do that and then end up with a nail polish that is patchy, and I don't like the end result, and then I have to wait for say like a week or 10 days to then do it again and change up the color. I'm like, why will I bear with a nail polish I don't even like? I'm very 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 curated with my nail polish collection. If I don't like something, I will just not even add it as a part of my collection. So yeah, because I didn't like this one, it's a very easy pass. I'm just not going to keep it around. I don't know who I would want to give a patchy nail polish to. Maybe if someone who wants an olive in their collection and they're okay with a patchy shade that they might have to work with, they can probably have it. And this one, the moisturizer, is going to go to my mom. So yeah, that's that. Let's move on and talk about some more products that I will not be keeping. I haven't used these two too much, but in how much I have used them, I have discovered that I don't tend to reach for them. Let me talk about them and then I'll tell you what I'm referring to. So I'm speaking about the Chemist at Play toners, and these are actually spray toners. So they both come with like a nozzle and you can directly spray it on your face. So the one I wanted to try out was the brightening face toner, because this has 7% glycolic acid and vitamin C as well. So I was like, okay, that's great. We have 7% glycolic acid. This is an Indian brand. My other favorites are like Pixie, CosRx, The Ordinary, etc. So I'm like, an Indian brand has a 7% glycolic acid toner. I want to support it. I want to promote it. I want to talk about it. So I want to review it. And firstly, I don't like the fact that this is a spray bottle. Now, of course, I would much rather prefer spraying this on a cotton than directly spraying it on my face. And even with this, I can do that. I can spray the product on a cotton pad and then wipe it on my face. I can do that technically. But regardless of how I use it, I have actually noticed that whenever I tend to use this, I tend to get some breakouts on my face. I don't really know why that's happening. I don't know if it's an ingredient in specific or what exactly, but every single time I use it, I will use it for like just one day, okay? Like for example, I use it today. I will wake up tomorrow morning with either a breakout here or a breakout here or a breakout on my cheek, like any part of my cheek, I will have a breakout. And then I won't use it again tomorrow. I'll maybe use it after a week. So the breakout that I had would get healed completely and would go away. And then again next week when I use it again, the same thing will happen. I'll use it today and then tomorrow I'll wake up with a breakout. So I'm like, I don't know what is in here that is causing that. It could be coincidence, but I don't have such coincidences happen when I use my ordinary glycolic acid, which I'm currently using, and it's a part of my routine that I really enjoy, that I use pretty much every single day now. Earlier I was using it like every other day, but now I'm using it every single day along with retinol, and I'm really enjoying the results, and my skin looks really nice. And then one day when I use this, I break out. So yeah, I mean, the odds are just not in the favor of this product, which is why I will not be keeping it. I will be decluttering it. Hopefully someone else I give it to doesn't have a reaction or a breakout with it. I'm just hoping for that. I'm hoping it for their sake. So yeah, this one has to go eventually. It's pretty much completely full because I haven't used it too much. I might have used this like 5 times, and it's happened every single time. So yeah, that is unfortunate. Then the hydrating face toner, which I was not like actually planning on buying. The reason I ended up with this is because there was a Chemist at Play offer, and I bought this back when I discovered the underarm roll-on. So I had to like pick out 4 products to buy. So I bought the underarm roll-on, I think I bought the retinol body lotion also, I bought the toner, and then I didn't know what 4th product I wanted to buy. So I somehow ended up with buying this, thinking that when the summer rolls around, I will want to have a face spray to like spray on my face when I am super duper sweaty, and then I can like reapply my sunscreen on top and stuff like that. So that is the purpose why I bought this. And you guys, we are at June 5th today. The entire 3 months of summer have gone by, and I might have used this like twice. And that is why I have decided to declutter it. It's not that the product is bad. It's not that there is anything wrong with it. The only one thing I would say probably is that if this gets in your eye, like again, you're spraying this directly on your face, right? So when you're spraying it on directly on your face, if it gets into your eye, it does sting and burn a little bit. And it might be because I wear lenses, I don't know, but it does burn a tad bit, but I'm okay with that. Like maybe because I've not used it enough times, it doesn't really bother me. But I haven't even used it enough times. I'm telling you, literally in 3 months I might have used it 2 times. I'm like, I am not going to use this for the rest of the 9 months of the year, and I don't really, it doesn't make sense. Like this is going to expire in April 2024. So next year in summer I will just have 2 months to use this, and I will probably just use it once. So what is the point of keeping this with me for like 9 months just gathering dust? If I give this to someone else who actually wants to use it, they will use it up before next summer comes around, and that is the exact point. And that's why I want to give this to someone else who can actually use it. So that one is also going bye-bye. Moving on, next, let's talk about a product that I have had a very turbulent relationship with, and I'm speaking about the Plum Rice Water and Niacinamide 2% Hybrid Sunscreen. I feel like every single time I do a video like this, I am speaking about some of the other sunscreen, and there is one other sunscreen I'm going to talk about later that you already know I've decluttered, but let's talk about this for a quick second. I've almost used it up completely. So some of you might be like, why don't you just use the entire thing up, and it can be a part of your empties video, and then you can count that as your empty. You guys, I don't like to use this. I don't like to use this on my face. I think it just doesn't blend in super well. It gives me a very, very, very overly moisturized, almost greasy look. And blending this in also, I just don't enjoy the way my face looks. So because I have other sunscreens that I'm loving and using so much, like the Fix Derma and the Deconstruct skincare one, I just never reach for this. It's been sitting on my tray where I keep all my skincare from where I pick up products every single day. This sunscreen has been there for weeks and I have not touched it. I might have actually used it one day as a hand sunscreen basically. So instead of using my other body sunscreens on my hands, I used this on my hands. And you guys, the minute I went outside, I was waiting for the bus at the bus stop and my hands were literally sweating and the sunscreen was sweating off my hands. And like I had my lunch bag in one hand, I was wearing my office bag in the other hand. It was just an absolute mess. So I'm like, this doesn't even work as a body sunscreen for me. Forget using it as a face sunscreen. So even though there is just like, I don't know, 1 or 2 uses left in it, I'm like, I don't want it. I'm just gonna declutter it. I decluttered my Dot & K sunscreen also and I gave it to my mom, and my mom loves it, which is very surprising to me, but she loves it. So I'm like, I'm assuming that she's gonna love this one as well, so I'll just give it to her. Honestly, I'm like, I don't want this in my collection. So that is that. Moving on, the last 2 products for this talk through portion of the video are going to be 2 lipsticks. Now, I have been buying a lot of lipsticks like you've seen recently in my videos, and you will see my 30 days 30 lipsticks also. I don't know if this video is going up in December or not December, why am I saying December, in June or in July. If you're watching it in June, the series is still up. Every single day of June you will see me swatch a new lipstick on my YouTube shorts, so go and check it out if you haven't checked it out already. But if you're seeing it in July, you will already see 30 videos up, obviously. So that will tell you that I own a lot of lipsticks. I own more than 30 lipsticks and I wear the same 2 on a very regular basis. And then I try to swap in, and like occasionally, like when I'm filming or when I'm doing a certain makeup look, I will switch out my lipstick occasionally as well. But these 2 lipsticks I'm going to talk about, I haven't used in the past. I mean, this one I know that I used at least once or twice in the past 6 months, but this one I don't remember the last time I wore it, to be completely honest. So that tells me that I just need to declutter them. If I'm not wearing them at all, what's the point of keeping them? So this is a super old lipstick. I don't know if I should declutter this, or maybe, I mean, I could declutter and just throw it away, or I could give it to someone potentially if they want it. Some of my friends might like the shade, but because it's a super old lipstick, I'm a little concerned whether I should actually give this to another person to put it on their face. This is the shade Cherry Chic by Lakme. I've owned this for a long time. I have worn this in the past as well, but now I just don't tend to use this particular lipstick, because if I want this shade, I have the Plum Liquid lipsticks that I really love, which is a more long wearing formulation, whereas this one is not. So that's the reason why if I'm going for a bold lipstick, I'll just prefer those, which is why I haven't worn this in a long time. And then the other lipstick is from Insight Cosmetics. This is their 24 hours stay lipstick in the shade 19 How Are You. The tag is gone off, but I remember the name because it's such a funny name. Like, why is a lipstick called How Are You? This has a lot of product left, like you can see, and this is a formulation that I actually like, but I just wish I had a more wearable shade in this formulation, and then I might have worn it a little bit more. I feel like when you first apply it, it looks like a nice pretty pink, but throughout the day it somehow oxidizes and becomes like a purple. So I don't like the way it looks after a full day of wear. I like it when I first apply it, but I don't like the way it oxidizes and looks on my lips at the end of the day. So if you are planning and considering on buying any of these lipsticks, don't go by initial swatch and impression. Swatch it, or maybe like ask them if you can use a lip brush and wear it on your lips and test it that way, and then give it a full day wear and see if you like it, depending on what it looks at the end of the day, and then decide if you want to buy it or not. I mean, it's like hardly what 200-300 rupees. It's not super expensive, so you might think that okay, even if it doesn't work, it doesn't mind. But again, if a lipstick like this was not being used and it's being just thrown away, it is wasted resources at the end of the day. So yeah, I don't want to waste the resources. So this one is probably not even that old, so I can actually give it to someone else who will probably use it and wear it. So yeah, that's going to a friend. And this one, I don't know if I want to give it to someone or not. I will just tell them that, you know what, this is a super old lipstick. If you want it, you can still have it, but I'm just letting you know. So yeah, these two lipsticks are gonna get decluttered as well. And then there are actually a ton of, not a ton, but quite a few other products that I also decided to declutter, but I didn't want to collect them and keep them for this video. I actually already gave it to people, but before I did, I actually filmed some clips of the products. So now I'm going to insert those clips, and I'm going to kind of talk you through why I decided to declutter each one of them. So let's go. So the shade of this lipstick is pretty okay, I would say, in my opinion, but the way it lasts throughout the day, I don't like the longevity, I don't like the finished look, and I have so many lipsticks in my collection that I don't want to keep one that I don't completely love. This sunscreen was just a mess. I know it's very popular and many people love it, but on me it just spilled and balled up so much that I just couldn't wear it. I never liked the way my face looked when I was wearing this, and it just did not work for me in general. So I mean, hate me for being honest about it, but I just did not like the sunscreen, and now I'm seeing more and more people actually say that they don't like it, so I'm happy about that.
This is an amazing scent.
When it comes to fragrances, there are actually quite a few sample size fragrances, like this one from Nest, and then there are a few more Nest fragrances. This is actually a rollerball, so I also feel like I don't reach for it for that reason. I'm just not a rollerball person unless and until I absolutely freaking love that specific scent. This is another one.
It's nice and fresh,
it's Wild Poppy. The earlier one was Citrine, I believe, and there are quite a few Nest fragrances that I feel like they smell good, but they just don't smell that great on me. And also, I feel like a fragrance has to match your personality. If you want to be wearing it,
this one too
here's another one. This is Midnight Flower. Again,
it's a nice floral
I think there were 8 fragrances, 8 or 10 in the set, and these are 3 which I did not like, and then there are others also that I don't really like much, and these are all brand new, you guys. I mean, I must have used them like once or twice trying them, but I don't like them. Wow, here's another one. So I have 4.
If you love that scent, you're gonna love
Black
this.
Tulip.
Again,
it's a more deeper, darker scent.
So
the specific one I remember, and again, it just does not match my personality. We have a sample as well over here. Another one of the fragrances that okay, this one I've used a decent amount, you can see, but I just tried to love it so much, but I just couldn't. So I'm like, even though there are a couple of more uses, I'm not going to force myself to wear this. I will might as well give my samples. And generally when it comes to perfumes, like even this one over here, this I think is not a perfume, Superdose, if I'm not mistaken.
It's even
again, a lot of people love Juliet Has a Gun. I just don't like the Not a Perfume scent. I think the OG one is still okay, but Superdose I just did not like, and I cannot deal with it, so that's the reason I do not want to keep any of it. And I was saying earlier that generally when it comes to perfume samples that I own, if I don't like something, I will just generally collect all of them, and then when my friends come over, it's kind of like a free-for-all, so they decide to pick whichever fragrances they like. There were a couple of Canal ones, and then this is a Zara one that is super duper fresh. And I thought I would really love it in the summer, but I did not like it. And then we have a verified fragrance I actually liked, and I kept the other two. I did not keep this one. And this is an Ellis Brooklyn fragrance.